This is a video for how to do a detailed font. So the first thing you want to do is just write really clearly. So you have two options. One is you could just sort of write the word that you want to do in a nice font, something like that. Or if you do not have amazing handwriting, another thing that can help get your print to start out a little bit nicer is to draw a line and then put your word on top of that. Something like this, and that'll help get your letters a little bit neater and lined up on the bottom. And then you would erase this line when you're done. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do, and actually it doesn't have to necessarily be print. You can also do cursive like this to start out. And then basically you just go back with either a black colored pencil or maybe a Sharpie or a pen, and you add on top of your original lettering. So for example, if I wanted to do block lettering, I would just trace around my letters like this. And then I could either color it in so it's solid, or I could, or you definitely want to erase the pencil, I could leave it outliney too. Another thing you can do is sort of thicken all the tips of the letters, kind of like this. I'm just basically adding like triangles to the end, or you could add like dots to the end. Okay, or sometimes it's nice to thicken like just a part of the letter but not a different part. So for example, on an S we could just thicken the vertical part. So like on a Y it would kind of look like this, and then you could leave it empty or you could go back and color it in. A lot of people like to want to know how to learn calligraphy, and a fake way to do calligraphy is to thicken all of your downstrokes. So when you think about your writing, like right here I'm going sideways, then I'm going down, and then up, and then down again. And so to do fake calligraphy, if I were doing real calligraphy, I would just be making thicker and thinner lines as I actually wrote. But to fake it, you go back and thicken your downstrokes. So that's down, and then up, and then down, up, down. That would be thicker again. And then you go back and color them in. And you just kind of fade it in so it looks seamless. And then basically, so that's up, and then that would be thicker since it's down, kind of like that. And then when I'm doing calligraphy, I usually like to put kind of like a dot on the end of my letters and fade it in. But there's lots of different styles. Hopefully this helps. This is just a really introductory way on how to turn your regular print into a font.